Hi all. This reading is for May the 4th, 2019, the day of the Taurus new moon. Fellow Taurians, our year is finally beginning, but this reading is going to be for the collective actually, so any and every sign. I know that it can't resonate with each and every one of us, but it could be a message for someone of any sign. Regarding the energies leading up to, surrounding, and following this new moon in Taurus. So let's see what we get for this first lunar pool in a month or so. I was doing these regularly, and I made it daily, really, and I made it about a week, and then I couldn't keep up with them, but I'm definitely going to do them at the new and full moons if I don't have a chance to put out individual readings for every sign, for each sign. And then I'd really like to make them a daily thing again. We'll just start doing them as often as we can. The World card, beautiful. Let's see where you can see these. Actually, I can go ahead and face them towards you. The World card. Completion. Interesting, because it's normally something that would come up for me around a full moon. Cycles ending, coming to completion. But there's a graduation happening for someone right at this time. It is about that time, isn't it? Literal graduations, but I sort of meant also more so figuratively, leveling up, graduating to new levels of understanding the world itself around you, yourself, how you interact with it. We'll see what else we get to, see if we can get more specific here. It's about coming to a place, this Taurus new moon, where we can manifest whatever we want here forward. And yet we are in Taurus season, of course, indulging in the fact that we are very much still tied to and of this earth, this world. Even as we feel the limitlessness that Hermetic alchemy can bring, where you really can manifest whatever it is that you can dream up, right? Anything that you can imagine and envision, and it looks like a lot of us are coming to that place, that space of understanding, and it's an emotional and mental understanding. The Two of Cups, and so a lot of you, what it is that you're wanting to manifest with the ability to manifest anything you want is this partner, soulmate connection, and for some it could be a partnership that's not necessarily romantic, but for a lot I think that they're wanting to manifest a soulmate-like energy, a soul match-like energy, just a partner who fits with you, someone who understands the way that you love and receives the way that you love. An equal partnership, a true bond, a couple forming. Just plainly put, a lot of people are finding they can manifest whatever they want, and especially and if it's springtime for you, especially in Taurus season in general, that is what we're looking toward wanting to manifest. A lot of us anyway. A lot of you. And it may be a couple with a contract. It may be, like I said, it could be business related. It could be romantic, but it could be a friendship, partnership. Wanting to move in with a new roommate, anything like that. It definitely looks like, first and foremost, a loving, understanding partnership, though. Wow. And then the Four of Wands. You are realizing at this Taurus new moon that you know how to manifest whatever it is you want, and you know what that desire is. You want to be coupled, and you want to have a happy, secure, comfortable, peaceful home and or family life with this partner, whomever this may be for you. You want the love to be understood, and for that to create this stable foundation for a home and a family to grow from. And you absolutely can. Everything's showing up upright for you. I want to get a few pieces of advice for us regarding what's going on around this full moon in Taurus. Full moon, not full moon, new moon. We're at the new moon. I may have said full moon a couple times. You do have the Six of Fire, Six of Wands in reverse as your first piece of advice. Not sure if you can really see that one though. A little bit there. That speaks about a humbling experience to me. For some of you, that it may be that seeking out this couple and this happy home, though you do know how to manifest what it is that you want now, it may be a humbling experience at first. That piece of advice could be preparing you for that. That you may have to try again. You know what you want and you know how to get it. It may be the wrong person at first, or you may be, needing to tweak your manifesting abilities, or undergoing some other sort of stress that is distracting you from doing so. That's often why manifestation does not take hold. We can be trying to. This sounds like an oxymoron, but we could be trying to focus on too many things at once. Focus means focus, right? If you want to manifest and bring an imaginary vision in your mind, a picture of what you want into reality, you really have to focus on just that vision. And it's often usually something that needs to be done time and time and time again, repetitively, right? So it may be that you're wanting to, maybe since you've just realized that you can manifest whatever you want, you've just entered this new space where you know how to practice put your Hermetic alchemy studies into practice. Maybe that this is your main focus. You really want this couple, but you also want this happy, stable, comfortable home and family life, and there may be other things as well. These are your main focuses, I think, and then maybe you're trying to pull energy to other things that you'd like to manifest as well, and so it may take you longer than you think it should, right? Because focus means focus. Just choose the one thing that you're wanting to call in to manifest first, right? And focus there first. If your mind wanders while you're envisioning, picturing what it is that you'd like to call in, it like I said, that can be one of the main reasons that manifestation won't take hold, really. So it can be that. It can be that it's going to be a humbling experience for you, and this is sort of preparation about that, sure. And we got two pieces of advice. I just wanted one more, but we'll take them both. We've got listen to your intuition and make sure that you are doing work that you love to do. I think you might be able to see these just a little bit. Trying to get them into view for you. On the bottom of the deck, put the burden down. Take a break. Take a break and put the burden down while you figure out if the work you're doing is work that you love to do. So there's a few different things coming through here for me. One, like I said, maybe you just have the wrong person in mind. You know what you want. It's this bond, it's this partnership, it's this happy home that these partners can build together. You know what you want, and you know how to get it. You know how to manipulate your own emotions and your own mind in order to create that reality, right? But it may be, since it looks like it might be a humbling experience at first, but a victory eventually. It may be that, as I said, that some of you pick the wrong person at first. Some of you, and this is where we see, make sure you're doing work you love to do. Okay, I also think that this is a message for all of us to make sure we are actually doing work that we love to do too. Yes, but are you trying to work on forming a partnership with somebody and you don't actually like to do the work that you have to put in to get this partnership, you know, to the 4 of Fire place where you can create the stable, happy home, or even to a place of this bond we see in the 2 of Cups, where love is understood and the partners feel equal, and as if there's a mutual understanding and a future, right? Because you already know exactly what you want that future to be. You see the home life, the family life, the way that you think it's supposed to be. The way you think it's supposed to be. Sorry, just let me X out of one little thing. And I think that can be, for those of you who maybe, know what you want and how to get it, but are uncertain of whether or not you're right about who you want, right? I think that can be a great way to check in. Do you care about this individual, this partnership enough that where there's work to be done, it's out of love? Or does that feel very much like the burden that needs to be put down, right? And what is... Because some of you, because some of you are trying to, with the 4 of Pentacles here, hold on to something very tightly, so tightly that it could slip through your fingers. And you can see that this energy here in the 4 of Pentacles, especially this depiction, is miserly. So scared to lose any of his money, or energy is what it can be representing, physical energy of any kind, but so scared to lose any of his coin, money, energy, that he's not allowing anything to flow out, and so nothing can flow in either. And he's actually being led down a dark path by a ghoulish character here, right? So it's definitely normally shows up as a warning card here for me. It can also just be about needing to protect your boundaries. So many messages coming through here. I did say it was for the collective. What did I expect? But this is also a message about needing to protect your boundaries. So some of you, you know what you want and you know how to get it, but you may be focused on the wrong individual, maybe specifically because you're trying to hold on to somebody from the past. And is the work you're doing out of love? Does it feel like it's out of love? Or at least that you care about them enough that you're happy to put the work in? Or is it a burden that needs laid down and you need to take a break from? Whereas others of you, this 3 of Pentacles advice is absolutely, like I said, about making sure you are loving to do the work you're doing in the world, what you're creating in the world, who you've decided to be as a creator in the world, right? Make sure you love what you're outputting, what you're working on. Or if that's not a possibility, if if your 9 to 5 is to pay the bills and you only have a certain amount of time in the day or the week or the month even to dedicate to the hobby or the creation, one of them that you really actually do love, then just make sure you are doing that, right? Make sure you're doing work you love to do. Doesn't mean you have to immediately drop the 9 to 5 that you don't like. That sometimes just is a journey. It takes time to get there. It's a work in progress, right? It's not always realistic to just quit. It depends on your circumstance, but just make sure you are spending some time in your day, your week, your month, at some point, doing the thing you love to do. a lot of you are focused on manifesting a partnership, a couple, a romantic entanglement, and the home and family life that can obviously flourish thereafter. And it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous picture. Again, you know what you want, you know how to get it. It's just that some of you are focused there instead of focusing on manifesting the work life that you want. And your intuition is trying to tell you that. And you either aren't hearing it or don't want to hear it, right? And I'll tell you why it a lot of times needs to go in that direction. It's self-explanatory, but just to spell it out, doing the work that you love to do in the world is part of making you who you want to be. Finding the partner that you want is going to be much easier once you are who you want to be. You're going to be looking for a partnership to match who you feel like you are inside, but if externally you're not actually expressing who you are, then there may be a clash within the couple, or you may attract somebody who's attracted to what you're outputting, but that's not who you really are if you're not actually spending your time doing and creating what you love to do. That's why, again, that's another reason why I say just make sure you're spending some time doing it. Because as long as, even if it's just a little time in the month, or hopefully the week, or hopefully every day, even if it's just an allotted amount of time that you commit to, and it's a way of committing to yourself, right? Even if it's just an allotted amount of time where you do that, then you still are expressing your authentic self. In that, we are being who we are. We are being authentic, living an authentic life. And it's these partners that we want to understand and receive the way that we love, again, are naturally attracted to us, naturally magnetized to us once we are in this space of being the creator that we feel we're meant to be, being a creator that we feel has a purpose, and we feel, genuinely turned on by ourselves every day, getting out of bed and going to do the thing that we love to do. When we love ourselves that much, and we think that we're that amazing and sexy and lovable, it naturally attracts this that you are trying, a lot of us are trying at this time around the Taurus new moon to attract through meditation and visual practices of manifestation. And I'm not saying that you can't call a match in that way either. It's just that the message coming through here is that there's a lot of focus there, a lot of energy from the collective focusing on partnerships and happy homes and families, whereas a first step has been missed. Whereas the person, if they were listening, or the collective really, if they were listening to their intuition, would know that they first want to focus on themselves. I mean, like I said, it's self-explanatory. It makes perfect sense to focus on self first, and then the addition of another, and then the addition of still others into that home, right? It grows. That love, that appreciation, it grows, and you start with you. So if you find your manifestation isn't working, one, you may just be unfocused. Too many things you're trying to call in at once. And two, you may need to spend some time listening to your intuition and see if your higher self and your inner guide and your own intuition says no, you need to manifest what you want for yourself first, and then add the partner, and then add the family, right? Then you have to listen to that higher self. Nothing that I say here or the cards say is going to supersede what your higher self and your intuition and your inner guide say to you. Which is why you're going to do whatever you want. But that's also, I think, who, namely, first of all, is speaking up and trying to tell you that you may just be focused on manifesting the wrong thing first. It may just be asking you to go in a different order. And if nothing else, if we stubbornly want to hang on to the path that we have pictured, because some will feel like, if I've learned how to manifest whatever I want, why can't I manifest whatever I want, right? If we stubbornly decide to stick to this path, again, I'm not saying that that's impossible, But just be prepared then with the Six of Fire card showing up, that it may be a humbling experience. It may be, you may continue to stumble through as you learn to listen to your higher self's instructions, really, is what it will come down to for most of us, if not all of us. But I think we will leave it at that for today. It was just a short check-in for the collective about the Taurus new moon. I hope that the needed insight reached you. And I thank you all for your support to Lunartics Tarot, all of your support, comments, subscribers, just messages, emails, orders, shares, all of it. Thank you so much. And I hope you all make wise choices for yourselves moving forward from here. Definitely don't feel boxed in or determined by anything that is in this small snapshot of the path that a lot of us are on right now. Obviously, we know the whole point of this is that we know that we have the ability to change that path, edit it as we see fit. And with that, I love you all very much, and I will post another reading for us very soon.